Tomorrow's Mail now, and let's talk about accessibility for overweight people in theatres, Diane.
Now, this I find very interesting. So, theatres have begun advertising the width of their seats under, quote, fat accessibility, end quote, guidance for overweight audience members. Now, this is very interesting to me because I have just come back from the Edinburgh Fringe, and in some of the venues, you literally just have sort of separate seats laid out. So they're not like a purpose-built theatre, they're converted rooms. And I remember seeing a woman climbing up the stairs, and she was very, very big. In the fat acceptance community, she would possibly be labelled as infini-fat. They have different levels of what fat is within the fat acceptance.
And is infini, is that like infinity fat, basically?
Yes, yes.
So you look at that person, you go, there's actually no number on that.
Yes, you are infini-fat. And that is something that is created by the fat acceptance community.
Right.
So I'm using their language. And she sort of came up the stairs and then she sort of looked at the seat that she had to sit on, and she just sort of went, ugh, and sort of there was this...
I mean, that is a very Scottish response.
Well, I don't even think she was Scottish.
Oh, really?
No, I think you're casting nasturtiums there.
Leave me there. I take it all back.
So, but it was perfectly clear she was going to take up possibly 2 or even 3 seats. Now, this is being driven by the fat activist Sophie Hagen.
Who we all know.
Who we do all know.
A very talented comedian.
She's also a comedian. And I noticed that... but you have to be careful what Sophie Hagen pushes forward. She got into trouble quite a while ago because... Well, not trouble, but she attacked Cancer Research UK.
Well, that's right. Tell us about that in a second. Here's the tweet. And she tweeted, and you can absolutely go away in terms of trying to excuse this. Society viewing fatness as a negative thing is a thing that kills more than the cancer you might get due to maybe something to do with you possibly weighing more than a certain weight, possibly, maybe.
Yes, so that was
oh, that was
her
forgive
accusing
me.
The Cancer Research
That was
UK.
the cancer. She basically said Cancer Research were fat-shaming people by having an ad campaign that said if you're obese or overweight, you're more likely to get cancer.
Yes, yes.
So forgive me, I butchered that, but I've arrived at the landing point.
So she sort of threw her "don't you dare fat shame me" into the face of science and research done by Cancer Research UK. And the interesting thing here is that she has said that she has been left in excruciating pain, which I would not wish upon anyone, from sitting in a theatre seat that's too small. So she wants all theatres to tell people how wide their seats are. Now, here comes clearly an issue, because theatres have to make money, otherwise they're not sustainable. And if you're slowly making your seats wider, you can only fit so many seats in. So are they going to be charging more for those seats? Because if a person takes up the space where 2 people would buy a ticket, then are you charging that person... Again, it comes down to the plane ticket argument. If you take up 2 seats, do you have to buy 2 seats?
Well, that's exactly right. Nick, this is a complex story, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm almost reluctant to talk about it because I know Sophie. She's blocked me now, of course, but many years ago she used to do normal comedy. She actually was quite mocking of being overweight in a self-deprecating way, and then she became woke, and everything changed, and now she's become non-binary, I believe. So it's which I totally think is authentic, but. Yeah, she's gone too far, obviously, with the cancer tweet where she had to go at a cancer charity. That's when you've jumped the shark, obviously. And the problem is with all this stuff, you don't want to be mean about anyone, but society is a rough compromise, isn't it? It's difficult to accommodate everyone's needs in a society. I suppose that's what this story is about, essentially. But I don't know. I don't want to comment, because Sophie's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, Nick, it's just this issue of... You know, we love everyone, you're tolerant of all people, we all come in different shapes and sizes. But do you want a society that, in a kind of very strategic way, accommodates obesity?
Well, it's not only that. It's accommodating an unhealthy... And I'm sorry, but a health at every size is not a... It's not a thing that I personally think is real. Right.
No, I was just talking about the seating issue.
Yeah, but the seating issue, let's also remember that Sophie Hagen has just done a run at the Edinburgh Fringe, and noticeably, she kicks off whenever she wants to sell something, and she's about to go on tour, so I have a funny feeling that her sort of bringing this to light because she's about to go on tour, is happening at this particular moment. We're all talking about it.
There you go. Well,
Maybe that's
there you go. We've played into her trap. Let's